Chapter 6. Whither is your beloved gone, O ye fairest among women? Where has your beloved turned him, that we may seek him with you? My beloved is gone down into his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed in the gardens, and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine, that feeds among the lilies. You art beautiful, O my love, as Tirzah, comely as Jerusalem, terrible as an army with banners. Turn away your eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Your hair is a flock of goats that trail down from Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of ewes, which are come up from the washing, whereof all are paired, and none felleth among them. Your temples are like a pomegranate, split open behind your veil. There are 60 queens, and 80 concubines, and maidens without number. My dove, my undefiled, is but one. She is the only one of her mother. She is the choice one of her that bore her. The daughters saw her and called her happy, yes, the queens and the concubines, and they praised her. Who is she that looks forth as the dawn, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, terrible as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts, to look at the green plants of the valley, to see whether the vine budded and the pomegranates were in flower. Before I was aware, my soul set me upon the chariots of my princely people. All right, let us go back to verse 1. We're going to continue with this song of songs, this poem of poems. As we see, it's a trading back and forth of, as we see this, something that keeps apart, that stays that desire. We're going to pick it up here in verse 1 with the continuance from the last chapter. We had her speaking to the daughters of Jerusalem, and that's who is going to be speaking back here in verse 1, these daughters of Jerusalem. Where is your beloved gone, O ye fairest among women? Where has your beloved turned him, that we may seek him with you? Now we'll find that she has awakened the daughters of Jerusalem, and they are speaking with her and wanting to know where this one that she desires has gone, and just where he may be, calling her this most fairest among women, or the one who is seeking the desired one. Where have your beloved turned, that we may seek him with you, that we may help you, or we will look for him as well, too. My beloved is gone down into his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed in the garden, and to gather lilies. My beloved is gone down into his garden, this place that is enclosed to these beds of spices. It's even a place that's prepared for joy and pleasure and enrichment, to feed in the gardens, even once again those places that are prepared enclosures, and to gather the lilies, these lilies here. The word is Shushan, and it means it's lilies in the sense of beautiful things, all pleasant, good, and beautiful things. 3, I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine, that feeds among the lilies. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. There is no other love like this, and this that feeds among the lilies, even all that beautiful pleasantry, and this one who actually nourishes or feeds among it. For you are beautiful, O my love, as Tirzah, comely as Jerusalem, terrible as an army with banners. Once again, we go back to this masculine. We get that sense from this. Terrible as one, an army with banners. Army with banners means they have many troops within it, or many divisions, you might say, each one holding up their own banner. We take that as a masculine. But you are beautiful, my love. You art fair. You are lovely as Tirzah. As this Tirzah is favorable. It means favorable. As comely as Jerusalem. as beautiful as Jerusalem. Jerusalem's that place of peaceful teachings, as we're going to find out. Terrible as an army with banners. Once again, that terrible as army with banners was dreadful, as your beauty is hard to stand before. 5, turn away your eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Your hair is as a flock of goats that trail down from Gilead. Gilead, once again, is those heap of stones. That's for a witness. But turn away your eyes and don't look at me. Don't place your perceptions upon me, for they overcome me. They take me over. Your hair is a flock. Your glory is as a flock of goats. And we've explained this. It's like this that flows down from the trail, down from Gilead. That's flowing along a curving path. A flock of goats would, from a distance, may appear to be a flowing trail of hair. 6, your teeth are like a flock of ewes, which are come up from the washing, whereof all are paired, and none faileth among them. Your teeth are like a flock of ewes. Once again, teeth are simply that which you chew with. And when we chew it over sometimes. We break it down to where we can swallow it. But they are white. They're pure, those things which you chew over. These are like a flock of ewes. And this is the feminine, this beautiful flock. That come up from the washing and are made clean, that are made white, in that sense of purity, whereof all are paired. They are together. A fit is really like they belong. None fails, and it's like it's in its proper place, and there is none that fails among them. All are there. 7. Your temples are like a pomegranate split open behind your veil. Your temples, those are the sides of your head, and those on the side of your head are these what we're talking about here, these soft places. The pomegranate is a beautiful fruit, has a lot of seeds. It is pleasant to look at. It's a desirable, I always say, but being split open, it reveals that beauty that's within. And these, basically what it is always, it's that your understandings, even these that even were made plain, are, when we look at them, they're most beautiful, even though there's a little bit of obscurity sometimes, that which is hard to see. 8. There are 80 queens and 80 concubines and maidens without number. There are 80 queens. That's 60 queens, and we can get that. That's really, it's what it is it's the preparations, those that have prepared the queens, these pleasant beauties that have exalted. And there are 80 concubines. That's 80, and that's those that have given into the marriage, not wives, so to speak. Queens would be the wife of the king. These concubines are those that was given to him. And the maidens are without number, and here these maidens are virgins. These are purity, and they are without number. There's no number of all these that are there. 9, my dove, my undefiled, is but one. She is the only one of her mother. She is the choice one of her that bore her. The daughters saw her and called her happy. Yes, the queens and the concubines, and they praised her. My dove, my love, this one, this peaceful one that I desire, my undefiled, this one who knows no other and loves me, is but one. She is the only one of her mother. She is the only one that was born of her mother, the one who conceived her. She is the choice one of her that bore her, and because that's this that come forth from her was all that she needed. The daughters saw her and they called her happy. The daughters are those that have those understandings. And because we're going to find out, this is kind of where we got this beautiful, wonderful, feminine persona that the queens and the concubines, they praised her, because we'll find out this is the one who the king is truly married to. 10. Who is she that looks forth as the dawn, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, terrible as an army with banners? And who is she that looks forth as the dawn, as this morning, this understanding, this light coming forth, fair as the moon, at that light even in the darkness, clear as the sun? A day without clouds, where no confusion is, this wonderful light that comes forth, terrible as an army with banners, and just as dreadful, having that terror, not so much as a terror, but the awesome beauty that's hard to stand before. That's 11. I went down into the garden of nuts to look at the green plants of the valley, to see where the vine budded and the pomegranates were in flower. I went down to the garden of nuts to look at the green plants of the valley. This enclosure of fruit trees, this enclosure of that which is going to bring forth, and to look at that which was going to grow in the valley, to see whether the vine budded and the pomegranates were in flower, to see what the season was, and to see whether it was ready. And we're going to see now that this is where he had went to the garden, but he is going to be taken away. 12. Before I was aware, my soul set me upon the chariots of my princely people. But before I was aware, duty called, my soul set me upon those chariots of my princely people, and I was taken away and this princely people are a people who were born from a king. That are the princes and princes of the king. And once again, this is where we're going to get that personification of this one who watches over or tends. That's what a husband does. Takes care of his wife, this one he is truly married to. And this personification even of this most beautiful bride. We're going to move forward. Song of Songs, chapter 7.